You're listening to an Airwave Media Podcast.
Welcome to From Beneath the Hollywood Sign. If you love old movies, Hollywood history, or the golden age of filmmaking, you've come to the right place. This is the podcast that talks about amazing stories of Tinseltown from another era and fascinating conversations with writer-producer Steve Cubine and actress-writer Nan McNamara.
So, Steve, did Ava Gardner and Howard Hughes have a good relationship?
Well, they did until he dislocated her jaw.
What?
Well, don't worry. She hit him back with an ashtray.
From Beneath the Hollywood Sign is the gin joint for you.
How's this? I'll ask a question.
What question?
Jazz question. Hey, you get it right. We roll.
I know everything there is to know about Miles. Lay it on me.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neil, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
The cream of the crop!
All right, hello and welcome to this Lay It On Me 30 Rock edition. This is one that we've been trying to put together for a while, and I'm very excited about. I don't know about the other gentlemen in the studio. I'm joined today by Ken and Matt. How are you doing?
Hey.
Doing good.
I think they're
also hey to Neil, who's in the studio eating a grilled cheese on the floor.
What up?
He only started like 2 minutes ago, and I looked down, and he's like halfway done with his grilled cheese. He is powering through today.
He's taking his union-mandated break, so which he is allowed to do.
And we are joined today, not in the studio, but via Skype, by Grant Dalgo, although I'm sure I'm butchering it a little bit.
No, that's pretty good.
Perfect. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you maybe got into 30 Rock, because that's something you and I apparently have an affinity for.
I find myself constantly having to introduce people to the show. It's easily my favorite sitcom ever. I found out about it from people making an inside joke about Meat Cat, and I had to find out what that meant, and that led me to watching the show. So it was the best thing I've ever found.
I feel like the gags from 30 Rock are especially inside. Because the humor is very absurdist, so if you're not on the level, it's gone.
Especially
and without context, it's just nonsense.
Yeah, when it gets to the later seasons and they're just making fun of Comcast and NBC and some of the other stuff, it's kind of like it's super inside.
Or marketing.
Yeah.
Or like their advertisers and
yeah.
Like the Snapple seems really refreshing.
So to the listeners who have not seen 30 Rock, turn off now.
Yeah. You will not enjoy this.
No.
Or maybe you will. I don't know.
mean, out of all the ones we've done, I think this one probably would be one of the harder ones to get into if you don't like it. So.
That's okay. Keep listening. I'm sure we'll have some wisecracks that you can enjoy.
Hopefully. And I'm very excited about this. So I think are we ready to get started?
Yeah. Is this going to cover all 19 seasons of 30 Rock?
There's only 7 seasons, I think.
7 seasons in a movie. Sounds good.
Thanks, Abed.
Yeah. It's being brought back by Fox, right? Is that how that works?
I don't know. One of these days we're going to have to do it. All right. So I wrote these of varying difficulty because I didn't know my audience. So you might completely walk these or, you probably will. So let's get started with question 1.
We'll see.
All right, Grant, are you ready?
Lay it on me.
What is the name of Floyd's girlfriend when he first meets Liz?
I know he calls her Kit Kat. I think it's Caitlin.
So I don't know if you remember, there's a little bit of a mix-up with stuff being delivered to Liz on accident.
Oh, when he meets her.
So that would be...
that was really, really easy, and I overthought it. She was Liz Lemler. I had the wrong girlfriend.
It is Liz Lemler.
I'm going to give him credit.
Oh, you want to keep score on this one? I don't think it matters.
Well, we need to find out what happens with Tom Cruise.
The points don't matter. That's fair. Question 2. What special gift does Jack give Liz for Secret Santa?
For Secret Santa... Oh my gosh.
It's been a while since I've seen these.
I'll give you a hint. It's a very specific tie-in to something her high school, if that jogs your memory.
Yeah, I feel like this is the one where she played football. Gosh, I am drawing a blank.
Okay, fair enough. So in the episode, it's basically alluded to that Jack is the ultimate gift giver. And
Right.
he gives her a copy of her performance, a program of her performance of The Crucible from when she was in high school, framed in wood from her high school stage.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely knew that. I hear you guys say like the microphone like just takes away 10 points, but I never really believed it until right now.
Funny story about The Crucible. My friend from high school was in The Crucible, starring as John Proctor. We're in the video store one day, and I go, "Oh yeah, you and Daniel Day-Lewis shared the role of John Proctor." And he goes, "Yeah, who was better?" Daniel Day-Lewis.
Ken and I were recently at John Proctor's grave.
Yeah, that's right.
In Salem.
Not Matt.
No,
Matt.
Didn't make it.
But Neil was there, right, Neil?
I was there.
How's that grilled cheese, Neil?
The grilled cheese is pretty good. A little dry since I waited to eat it, but I have a hot dog waiting for me.
All right, moving on.
All right, so there are only two things in the entire world that Kenneth really loves. Name one of them.
Oh, I can maybe name both. Television.
I'm hoping you might be able to name both.
I think if I'm thinking of the right instance, he says television and everything.
Oh, very close. Enough for credit, but he says everyone and television.
Close.
There's only two things that I love in this world: everyone and television. All right, on to question 4. This one's more of a shotgun style question. I'm looking for 2 of Jenna Maroney's chart-topping hits from the series. So you just have to name 2 of her classic songs.
Muffin Top for sure. And
God, she's the worst.
she's my absolute favorite fictional character.
Have you seen? There's a Twitter called Donald Maroney, and it's Donald Trump photos with Jenna Maroney quotes, and it's amazing.
I want to say Muffin Top, and then as a guess, I would say the song she sang in the finale, the Rural Juror.
Ah, that is correct. The Rural Juror and Muffin Top. Also, there was Chocolate Rainbow, Choke Me, Blonde Like Choke Me. That was a number 4
That's
single.
That's the one I was trying to think of.
That was a number 4 single in Japan. Don't forget her classic I Caught Crabs in Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Balls. Chunk of My Lung. That was the Jackie Jormp Jomp parody.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fart So Loud, Kidnapped by Danger, and It's Your Birthday, Slut.
I'm going to make you a sign that says that on your next birthday. Ooh, which is in about a month.
Yeah, it's also my 30th birthday. I'm going to die soon. No, I'm just kidding. That got dark fast. All right, on to question 5.
We're all gonna die.
It's true. Why is Jack most likely wearing a tuxedo?
Because it's after 6 and he's not a farmer.
Well played. It is after 6 p.m. What does he look like?
What am I, a farmer?
Question 6. Practitioners of this fake religion may wish you a good Merlin peen.
That is the made-up religion of Verdukianism.
Ah, yes, Verdukianism.
These are very impressive. I don't know half of these.
Good Merlin peen, Matt.
I've only been through once or twice, I think. So.
Same here. I don't know any of these.
Question 7. There are a few shows within 30 Rock, notably TGS, but also Gold Case. What was the name of Mrs. Jordan's Real Housewives style show? This one's a nod to Neil, even though he doesn't like the show.
I know this one. This is one I actually
because he would totally watch this.
Yeah, this was an amazing storyline. It is Queen of Jordan.
Queen of Jordan, correct. And there's a notable alumnus who moves on to Tina Fey's next project.
Yes,
as her good friend in that show. Titus Andromedon, I believe, in Kimmy Schmidt. Yeah,
Pinot Noir.
Yeah, so good. That's another show we should do at 30. All right,
Lay it on
episode
me.
4. Yep. Question 8. Liz notably signs a TV deal after the release of her book, Deal Breakers. What's the full title for Deal Breakers?
Oh, the full title of the book or the show, or is it the same?
The TV show is just Deal Breakers, but the book has a full title. It's Deal Breakers, then the subtitle is great.
Getting this question wrong is a deal breaker, just so you know.
That's a deal breaker, ladies.
I don't think I'm going to be able to come up with it.
Fair enough. I had to look back on this one because I knew it was something funny, but I couldn't quite remember it myself. It's Deal Breakers, a girl's guide to shutting it down.
I was going to simply say shut it down, but I knew that wasn't right.
I think me and Jeff learned a little something about shutting it down while watching New Girl
That's
the
true.
other day.
There's a pretty great shut it down in New Girl. Question 9. What's Twofer's real name? And how did he get the nickname Twofer?
Okay. His real name is James Spurlock.
Be careful. If you get the second part wrong, it might be a little racist.
Oh, God, now I'm second guessing myself on that. Because I think the right answer. Okay. I'm just going to say because he is both black and gay.
So,
or is it because he's a nerd and gay?
You're pretty close. So, he is both a Harvard man and a black man.
Oh.
So you get a 2-for-1 there.
That must be just the way they pick on him.
We set you up.
Yeah. We're going to isolate that audio of Jeff and play it all the time also. We're going to give you half credit for that.
Do you remember the drops on Loveline of Dr. Drew that just made him sound like a horrible person? They take out of context lines of Dr. Drew and just roll them back.
That's a twofer.
Question 10. Tracy Jordan enlists Twofer's help to write a Norbit-esque movie for him based on which person's life, in which Tracy would play all of the parts.
I believe... I don't want to get it mixed up with the movie he was directing. That was Harriet Tubman. I think it was Thomas Jefferson.
Yes. After believing he was related to Thomas Jefferson, he decided to do a Norbit-esque style biopic where he would play all of the roles, including Sally Hemings. It's pretty good. That's one of 2 or 3 occasions where he plays a whiteface character.
Yeah, he's in whiteface. I was like, I remember distinctly
it's
him.
So good.
And I couldn't remember if it was him or Ben Franklin, and I was kind of torn on that one.
No, it's there's the where he invents the lazy Susan, which was always my favorite part of that. I shall call her Susan. Question 11. Rachel Dratch plays many a character throughout the show, but one of her best pieces may have been when she was impersonating which actress, whose movie credits include Cat on a Hot Tin Roof and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
I believe that was Elizabeth Taylor.
Quite right. It is Elizabeth Taylor. That's it. I can see the image in my head now, and it's a bit disturbing.
Neil's just bringing me in my fresh cup of coffee
well
because he's the intern today.
That's true. Yeah. He's the intern every day. But
how many questions you got?
15.
200?
Typical. Just for today, I've got 15 prepared. I have more written, but... And a fun bonus
200 questions, one for every season of 30 Rock.
It's true. Question 12. What is the profession of Liz's fictional husband, Mike Dexter?
Oh, yeah, that is astronaut Mike Dexter.
It is astronaut Mike Dexter. That's another one of my favorite running gags throughout the show. So Liz is very hopeless in love, and so she makes up a fictional husband who's very amazing, and the profession of choice, astronaut Mike Dexter.
That's why he's gone all the time.
That does explain it.
He's hanging out with Dr. Spaceman.
That actually is cleverer than I realized. All right, question 13. Get back. It's time for This Holiday Celebration, which is a clever mashup with one of Atlanta's biggest rappers, although he was born in Champaign, Illinois.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I didn't think you did.
He's always rapping about the dirty.
Oh, yeah. This is Ludachristmas.
Ludachristmas.
Is that the one with the after party?
Yes. Come on, Liz. Let's go to the after party. All right. Question 14. Tracy Jordan has made millions with many of his different ventures by acting in films and on TV. But one venture in particular makes Tracy a billionaire. What makes Tracy a billionaire?
Let's see. I'm not sure, but I will guess, was it the Tracy Jordan meat machine?
Not the meat machine. He becomes a billionaire by developing a porn video game.
Oh, the porn video game.
Called Gorgasm, the Legend of the Dong Slayer.
That was my favorite episode, by the way, when they're spoofing Amadeus.
Yeah.
And he's doing and that has the Uncanny Valley thing in it too.
Yes, it does. It's a really good episode.
That's hands down my favorite.
Yeah.
All right, and question 15. This will be the last regular question. I have one fun bonus one after this. What rare disorder does Jack's fiancée Phoebe suffer from?
Oh my gosh, does it have a? Did she say a technical name? I know she has bird bones.
I'll accept that for credit.
Avian bones or something.
She suffers from avian bone syndrome. She has hollow bones.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
She shakes their hand and she says, "Oh, my bones."
I have avian bone syndrome. I have hollow bones. I have little bird bones.
What was that, Neil?
Call me Mr. Glass.
Little unbreakable
throwback. Yeah, a little unbreakable throwback. I like it. And all right, so how did we do, Matt?
So I'm gonna give him credit for 11.5 out of 15.
Nice.
So
well played.
Hey,
well played.
So Mr. Cruz,
after a rough start,
we got to defer to Mr. Cruz and see how you fared. And it looks like you survived. Good job.
I think to date I'm still the only person to die.
Yeah.
At the hands of Mr. Cruz.
Oh, you died
miserably.
Horribly, yeah.
Yes, it was quite.
Was that the Lord of the Rings one?
No, it was the Game of Thrones one.
Oh,
we'll have to have a Game of Thrones redo
before the last season.
Someone called Jeff out and wanted to face him one-on-one on Game of Thrones.
That's fine. They'll walk all over me.
It was a real red wedding in here.
It would be. All right. So for bonus, I have just one more question. If I said the name Bijou, who would that remind you of? Who's Bijou?
Oh, that is Liz Lemon's alter ego in the sex line commercial.
It was a real lemon party.
I didn't know if that would jog memory fast enough, so I kind of put that one for a bonus. It's personally one of my favorites in the entire series. It's really gross and awkward. I love it. And by gross, I mean her performance is absurd. It's amazing. Yeah. Call now.
Well, congratulations, Grant. It looks like you survived the Lay It On Me.
Awesome, thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show.
Questions were of an adequate skill level. I'm trying to. I always have trouble writing these.
You see how I did.
That's true. That's true.
Jeff needs validation after writing questions. This is normal of what we ask our guests.
Well, I always feel like I'm beating up on people.
No. They were good. They were challenging, but gettable for sure.
Fair enough. So one of my favorite things to do after a Lay It On Me is ask. Since obviously there's a lot to cover in 30 Rock, what are a couple of your favorite moments, in particular, that we may have missed?
One of my personal favorite moments was when Jenna and Tracy were arguing over whether it was harder to be a black man or a woman. And when Jenna comes out in full blackface singing the song from The Wiz, it kills me every time.
That's a pretty fantastic episode.
Yeah, and then I think like Liz and Jack are talking in the hallway. Is Tracy already there? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he comes out.
Tracy was there, yeah.
Yes, he's doing like his white face
it's
woman.
Basically white girls. The Marlon, Marlon and Sean movie.
And then Jenna comes strutting down in The Wiz, and Jack just has this look on his face. It's priceless.
That's a great episode.
Perfect.
It really is a good show. It's not my absolute favorite as far as comedy shows. I'm probably always going to be an Arrested Development fan.
It's not on Netflix, so I haven't watched it in a while. That's kind of the downfall of it. It's on, I think, Amazon.
It's on Hulu.
Is it on Hulu?
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
But I don't want to click on another app. That's the problem.
Click the app.
Nope. I know what you mean, though. I rewatched The Office because it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, it's so easy.
Give them your email address.
That's all I have to do. I'm so lazy.
Fair enough. Well, thank you so much, Grant. It's good that we had you on today. I really, really appreciate it. This is a game that I'd written quite a long time ago, so I'm glad that we found someone who was excited about 30 Rock. I don't know.
Yeah, and remember to all of our listeners too. If you have a category that you feel like you can pass the test in, just send us an email over at trivialitypodcast.com.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did a Lay It On Me, so we're looking to definitely dip our toes back in that water.
Or conversely, if you really like a show, but like me, feel like you do very poorly at trivia at it, and you want to write a game or questions, feel free to reach out to us as well. We're always excited to have people on.
Yeah, give us free content. That's what we like.
It's not like that. It really isn't. There's a lot of really great shows out there that we don't watch. One that we get questions about all the time is Archer, mostly because our trivia host personally badgers us for that one all the time.
Personal trivia host.
Correct.
Yeah,
our personal trivia
We've
host.
reached that level. We have our personal trivia host.
So if anyone wants to go one-on-one against him.
What's that?
I believe that game is done if anyone wants to go one-on-one against him.
Although I've heard rumor that the Archer game may be written, so we might be calling Jason out pretty soon.
So maybe something like Archer, but not necessarily Archer.
And if anybody wants to play against him, maybe we could do that.
Yep. Thank you so much for Grant joining us today and my fellow co-hosts Ken and Matt. That was Triviality.
We'll get to your problem in a minute. Have you had a chance to think of my zinger?
Well, it's almost Thanksgiving, everybody, and I know what this crowd's giving thanks for. Estate tax reform.
That is terrific. I really enjoyed that. But do you think it's too topical? Damn, I wish this event were tonight.
It's not tonight. When is it?
February.
Why are you wearing a tux?
It's after 6. What am I, a farmer?